John Abenanti. I'm the manager of Earthy Organics.
And I'm Janine Powell. I started the business way back when, so I guess I'm the owner. Yeah, we started back in 2005. And we've been going ever since. We started out certified organic, so we began the process back in 2005. The process of being certified organic is a lot of paperwork and a lot of diligence on the farmer's part to decide what you're going to use on your farm to make your soil healthy, your plants grow. Organics is so much more about, it's not just about not using pesticides and not using herbicides and not using all the nasty things in this world. It's sort of a way of living and the way of making, I think, your part in this world to have healthier soil, to keep it going for the next generations, to be able to produce food for a long time. So like John was saying, it's a lot of it's about the soil and keeping things healthy.
So our day-to-day workings is we harvest every day. We attend the Trail Farmers Market and other markets, and also we deal with local grocery stores locally and abroad, Nelson area. So every day we're just sort of packaging, weighing, doing documentations, invoicing, and so on and so forth. So
packing the truck,
and then
yeah.
Yeah. So we have one main cooler, and then we have two smaller coolers, and we sort of stock the coolers, and then basically label all the products in the bins, and then invoicing, and then deliver. But at the market, we basically everything that we harvest, we sort of bring to the market, and that is pre-weighed, documented. So we have to keep the paperwork at 100% just for the certification. That's part of the certification. There's always a paper trail of each item, from planting from seed to harvesting on a weekly basis. So the farm it basically starts in February, and I will go to the first frost, basically. Yeah, and the seasons vary from year to year. The last 5 years, the seasons have extended. I've basically been running 10 months, sometimes even into December, depending on, like this year is just, it's a
funny year.
It's hotter, so climate is changing.
So today what we're doing is preparing for the Trail Incredibles Farmers Market. That entails basically going out and picking everything that we have that's in season and ripe and ready to go for all you people. So just so you know, it's picked the day before the market. You get the most nutrition out of your food that you could possibly get. We go through, we pick peppers, we pick tomatoes, we pick lovely little eggplant, we do bunches and bunches of carrots. We have snap peas, we have zucchini, what else? Broccoli this week.
Broccoli, cauliflower,
yeah, all
beets,
all the favorite beets, beans,
carrots,
this week.
Peas.
So basically today is a very
cabbage.
Busy day for us picking. We have 4 people here today, 4 workers / volunteers, so it's a busy day, and like John was saying, we pack everything in the cooler, we keep it cold for the night, and then into the truck it goes in the morning, and off we go. Hi everybody, we're just at the beginnings of the zucchini. We pick this product every day. I use a knife to cut the ends, so you don't want to break them off because you'll break off the stem. So I just picked a yellow. We have a bit of yellow, and then I'm just gonna hit the green zucchini. So you don't want to let them go too big. They won't accept it, the customers. These are Pattypans. There's a green and yellow. And you can stir fry them, you can bake them. There's lots of recipes out there. We're just doing peppers right now. We have so many different types of peppers this year. These ones here are called Ico, and they produce a yellow, and they also produce a purple. So they're kind of a neat plant. If you ever want to grow peppers on your own, you get kind of a little bit of everything. You get a purple, Here's an Ico over here as well, which does a yellow pepper. So they're great peppers. They taste very similar to, I'd say, oh, I don't know, green zucchini or green peppers. And then we also start doing some of the hot peppers as well. We'll probably bring a few of those this year or this week. So these are all your hot peppers. You have ancho. We have a lot of different jalapenos. We have some cayenne. Yeah, these ones are the jalapenos. They produce a ton of different peppers on them. And nice and spicy, that's for sure. We just had one the other night with coleslaw, and it was really good. And these guys here are the cayenne peppers, and you can tell they just become loaded because the plants start falling over. But they'll turn red and very spicy.
Harvesting tomatoes, and we have, oh, I'd say 10 different varieties, and they vary from heirloom, open, self-pollinating. There's beefsteak, cherry tomatoes, slicers, all varieties. So normally, this is a Cherokee carbon here. Yeah, it's an heirloom. Most of them are pretty much, but they're all certified organic, so they're pretty much all heirloom varieties. And then we do companion plants. We have the basil here too. And that's pretty much it. We have tomatoes outside, and we have tomatoes in the greenhouse. And then we have another section just to my far right, which is south here. So we have quite a bit, probably about 2,000 plants, roughly.
I'm in our greenhouse that we do exclusively peppers and tomatoes. We have a really cool trellising system that works on a pulley, and basically you just wind your tomato around it, and it just keeps going up as far as you let it go. These are sort of our more premium, I guess, tomatoes and peppers in here. We have red peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers in here, and then our sort of the greenhouse type tomatoes. And they're all looking beautiful this year. I'll pick you one here. These are little trellis tomatoes. So they come on the truss. You see them in the store, they'll be all attached in one truss. This one here is called Estrina, and it's a yellow cherry. They are so sweet. They're just like little packs of sugar, really. Really great for Greek salads. Well, great for anything, really. Bocconcini salad. We have red cherries, we have red grape, we have orange cherries. Yeah, pretty much all the different colors. Striped cherries.
We're just at the cucumber patch, so we have pickling cukes, 1.5 rows. There's 3 rows here. They're 100-foot rows. It's 1.5 for pickling, and then 1.5 for eating. But we have this one variety that everybody's all kind of asking questions about this cucumber, and it is equivalent to an apple, I'm going to say, because it's crunchy and sweet. And they're called silver slicers, and you can use them in just about anything. So anyways, I'm going to bite into this sucker. Pretty much like an apple, and they're really sweet, but they're deceiving. Yellow doesn't mean that they're not ripe. They are ripe. And sorry for the crunching, but you don't want to pick them that big. You want to pick them roughly about that big. Anything bigger gets bitter.
Best for seed for
so this is a silver slicer, just so everybody knows at the market. And you'll see it at the grocery stores too.
And grab one.
And try one. You'll come back and get more, trust me.
Guarantee. Well, this is our, this here is a whole, I guess about 1/3 of an acre, 1/4 of an acre is all winter squash. So we have pumpkin coming. We have butternut, buttercup, delicata, acorn, red curry, blue Hubbard, all sorts of different ones this year. So they'll be all be ready in September. They'll be coming to the markets then. So these are the type of bean called rattlesnake pole bean. And as you can see, they're like a beautiful green and purple stripe, but they they're pretty much a green bean. And it has these really beautiful purple flowers. And they're prolific. So if you want to grow pole beans, or you just want one type, this is the one to grow it. Just tons and tons of beans on them.
Gotta find a good patch. Look at that funny looking carrot. It's got 4 legs. When you thinning them, you just pick every second one. Might do some weeding. And usually bunch about 10 per bunch. Tie it up, and hopefully the customers will be happy. And then beets. So it's tedious, you just have to look for the bigger ones, right? Sometimes you'll find the gophers have a little meals. I mean, you can pick. I know some farms have bigger beets, or they're about 3-4 inches diameter. They could be deceiving, but there's multi-purposes you can do with beets. Some customers like them small. Pickling. Yeah, pickling. But I like them that size. That's good, for a good meal, right? And then once you harvest the beets, I always cut. I cut the ends, right? They look kind of stringy. And I'll bunch about 5 and tie them up. And there's probably three types of beets. We have an Italian beet. It's called a sugar, what do we call it, Jeannie? It's a chioga, but it's called the candy cane beet. It's the sweetest beet, which is this one right here. I mean, they get relatively bigger. And then this beet here is called Touchstone Gold. Beets are they're all sweet, right? But that Italian one is probably, hands down, probably the best beet. So as you look, you have these like dead leaves on the side. You just pull them off, so it has a good presentation, right? That's plenty. Like, that's a good bunch there, and you'll see it at the farmer's market. So we tie them with an organic twist tie. They say organic there. So the stores, same thing. We'll do the same thing for the stores. And that's how you pick beets.
So these here are called Salanova lettuce heads, and basically they grow in tight little bundles, and you harvest the whole head and you cut it at the bottom and it falls apart into leaves. So that's our new baby leaf lettuce varieties. And they have like frizzly varieties, and this is an oak leaf. They have butter heads. They're great, awesome for salad mixes, and they're very convenient by how we plant them. We just plant them in rows and then harvest, and then we can take the root out and replant right away. So it's been actually a very good system, and it's a lot less weeding. We have started to do cut flowers and bouquets for everyone. This here is a flower that was really beautiful in the spring, but I've let it sort of go to seed so I can collect seed from it. One of the reasons we have started flowers is because of these guys, and you'll probably see some good video of them. Bumblebees everywhere, and there are pollinators, so it's super important for us to have this part of our garden, not only for the beauty and for giving other people beauty, but for the bees and our pollinators. I think it's a super important thing. So a lot of our flowers, if you look through the patch, are definite bee flowers, and that's part of why we do it. So these are sweet peas that we cut for the bouquet. They smell tremendous. The bees do actually love them as well. They're not in here at the moment, but maybe not their favorite flower, but one of my favorites. And they go into the bouquets to give you that nice little bit of scent. So these guys here are called Eryngium, and they're very prickly. They add a really kind of cool I don't know, a bit of whimsy, I guess, to your bouquets, but also extremely good for the native pollinators around. You can't see any at the moment, but in the sunshine, when that pops over the hill, it's just covered with little wasps and little flies and little native bees, and yeah, it's pretty cool to watch. Like, we're talking covered. So they love these little tiny wee flowers on the tops of these plants. One of our cut flowers for this year, new to me, is millet, and it produces a beautiful spike of grain, and I'm just going to wait and see what happens, and then those will go into bouquets as well. Plus, if it doesn't go into a bouquet, the birds will love it. This is Ami, or false Queen Anne's lace, and these kind of heads of flowers where you have tiny little wee flowers within the head are really good for pollinators as well. And then the sunflowers, we'll probably have lots of these this week at the market. Again, we always choose the ones with pollen so that we can feed the bees instead of the pollen-less varieties. Hi, these are the Zinnia patch this year. It's doing incredible. It loves the hot weather and the different colors you can get. These are the Queen Lime series. These are your basic old-fashioned zinnias coming into the bouquets. Over here we have the lovely straw flowers that make that nice noise and dry beautifully. So after your bouquet is ready, you can hang those up and you can have them all year. Here's some more of those straw flowers. Like, how pretty are they? More of the Queen Lime series. Like, such a pretty zinnia. These guys here.
Wasn't that interesting?
It's, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I think it's butterfly weed. And it actually is the hatching ground for monarch butterflies. That's what they use for this. And we've tried. I don't know if we've gotten them yet, but I keep planting them. And they make beautiful bouquet additions. Just the real spot of color, and there's yellows and whites.
And the greenery on that too.
And the greenery is lovely with the red tinging and stuff. These are all the, this is another patch of the flowers where we do all our bulbs. And it's definitely not a huge patch, but it's growing. Dahlias this year. You can see the just different colors and stunning beauty that they create. Like, look at that, so beautiful. And then over here we have Calla Lilies in all sorts of different colors. They've been a big hit this year with the florists. So that's a really great thing. They're just beautiful. And they last forever in bouquets. Snapdragons over here. And lilies that are on their way out. But oh, the smell. Look at that. Aren't those dramatic? Here, Gina.
Oh, thank you.
Take that home. This is again that Eryngium that we were talking about, and I always find it funny because it's such a prickly plant, and they always attract such prickly guys on them. But they, you know, they're calm and they're happy because they're just getting all the pollen and the nectar from the little tiny flowers. So each kind of see each little white piece here is a flower, and so they're poking their little mouths in there and taking out the nectar. So we have lots and lots of basil this year, like tons of it. So look for that at the market. It's sort of basic, just chop and bag is what we do. We tend to not give you all the stems, so we'll chop those off, and then that goes into the little bags of basil. We also sell it by the like 4-ounce and 5-ounce bags, or by the pound if you're interested. So if you're doing a big pesto, let us know and we can pick for you. So what we're doing today is packing up for the farmer's market. So we get all our stuff that we've picked. Beans, we have carrots, we have, oh boy, lots of stuff. Peas, snap peas, oh my, the best thing ever. We have cauliflower, we have broccoli. So what these guys are doing right now is organizing everything so that we know what farmers markets they're going to or what stores they're going to. So this is kind of a big picking day for us, and then we subdivide it into the different areas that it's going. So a lot of it will be at the Trail Farmers Market. So after we do all the packing and getting everything organized for the market, John goes through the orders, our little invoices, and he's going to take some stuff and pack it into the truck right now, so it won't take too long. These are bags of greens, which is always a big seller. Mixed greens, 10-ounce bags. Come and get them, they always go early. And then he's just loading everything into the truck. It's always a bit of a challenge because we try to keep the dogs out of the field. Here comes one now. And the goats, of course, who are rubbing in the dirt at the moment. There's a good shot.
Hi, I'm Christina. I work at Earthy Organics and I'm packing up for the market this morning. I hope to see you there.